It's time for our sponsored segment, Ask the Expert. Matt Driggs, the owner and founder of The Advocates, Driggs, Bills and Day, is here to help us figure out when you need to hire a lawyer and when you're okay being your own lawyer, essentially.
Yeah.
So that's the big question here, Matt.
And that is the question. We get that all the time. And I recognize that after an accident, a lot of people are like, I don't want to call a lawyer. I understand that.
They can do it themselves. Like they want to be their own Perry Mason. They want to be Andy Griffith, right?
Sure. But what we have found, there's kind of two different things that people face. Number one are the cases where serious accident or it's a disputed accident. And in those situations, obviously, you're going to want an attorney on board.
Because you need someone who's been there before, who knows how to handle these bigger cases.
Exactly. The other kind of case is you're sitting there, you get rear-ended, it's not that big of a case, you wondered, God, do I really need an attorney on those kind of cases? Really, it's a thing of preference. A lot of people could do it themselves, but would rather turn it over to a lawyer. And so what we found is really the benefit of having a lawyer. I mean, there are tons of them. Obviously, the first thing that's the biggest benefit, I would say, is you're almost always going to do better. You're going to get more.
Well, they've been there, they've done it before, so they know all the ins and outs to handle it, right?
Exactly. So when you're negotiating, studies have shown that attorneys get upwards of 3.5 times what other people get. And it makes sense because if you're sitting there trying to negotiate with the insurance company, you don't know what a case is worth. You've never done that before, and yet the insurance company, that's all they do. And so you typically don't do as well. So that's the biggest reason. The other reason is it's free. You can talk to a lawyer.
Wait, hold on. Now, you guys make money doing this, right?
Sure.
You're not doing it pro bono.
No, that's true. But the first call is free. Okay. The first call is always free. So you can talk to a lawyer, you can get some advice, and we'll do what we can to help you out. If you decide to hire the lawyer, so that call's always free. If you decide to hire the lawyer, at that point, we don't charge anything up front. We charge a percentage of what we recover.
So only if you win?
Only
That's
if we
the only
win.
time that you get charged.
You're never going to be putting up any money or anything like that, only if we win. And it's in our best interest to get as much as we can.
Obviously, you want to win for them. And you mentioned there's times when it's okay, like in those smaller accident cases. Is it possible for people to be able to educate themselves enough in those smaller situations?
Sure. And if you're the kind of person that doesn't want a hassle or anything, you can trust what the insurance company is going to offer you, and some people are fine with that. But even in those situations, I would say, well, call a lawyer and see what they think. I mean, at least in our office, would tell you if it's a fair.
Because anyway, they're going to get the free call.
Exactly.
And they'll give you your best assessment on what you can do to help them.
Plus, there's a lot of other things that we'll do. If you need help getting a rental car, or you need help finding a doctor, or you need help maybe deferring your medical bills, or dealing with health insurance. I mean, we've dealt with so many thousands of cases. I mean, it just makes sense that we would know the answers. We'll be able to help you right off the bat.
There you go. Right, Matt Driggs, he's the owner and founder and the Advocates, Driggs, Bills and Day. He's one of our experts we got here on staff. If you have another question for any of our other myriad of experts, you can just go on our website, Ask the Expert, right there at abc4.com. Post your question. A guy like Matt Driggs will help give you the answer.